Johnny!
That never gets old. It's a clown show. Welcome to Reality After Show, Survivor 43, Episode 5. This is the Reality After Show recap. When I'm on the road doing my live shows, I heard a lot of criticism. They're like, Jonny Fairplay, you're only doing half the recaps every season. So when I'm not doing a live show, I am joining Matt Bischoff and Alex Trias and Dan Monchel. But when I am on the road, I do a follow-up podcast with my good buddy, stand-up comedian Wayne Memmott. What's up, Wayne?
What's up, Johnny? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, recovering.
Recovering from Wednesday.
So I was in Nashville Wednesday night with the Queen, Sandra Diaz-Twine.
That's your first one with her, right?
What's that?
That's your first one with her?
No, we did Durham last year.
Okay,
but this is it was first like travel with Sandra, and we had Rita from Survivor Fiji there, and of course Figgy from Millennials versus Gen X. For those of you that don't know, turned down the challenge once upon a time. So it just did not work out with her schedule. So, and apparently they hold a grudge because they did not ask again.
Yeah, I bet you regret that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I watched the challenge for those of we have a challenge podcast and we talk about it. The MTV version of the challenge, do not call. There is no interest here. It is not made for Jonny Fairplay in any way, shape, or form. I am weak. No. I cannot do anything. I could have done the elimination this week, but that's about it. So, but only with help. So,
right.
But I'm not a Bond villain, so they might have helped me.
Oh no.
Yes. So, but yes. We are, for those of you wondering, the schedule continues. Next week, I'm going to be in Boston, Massachusetts. It's going to be at Grand 10 Distilling, my first time ever in Boston proper. And holy moly, do we have a lineup. We got Jeremy Collins. We got Jimmy T. We got Lirsa, Lunch Lady Denise, Trish Haggerty, and Brett LaBelle. So, wow. Pretty excited. Tickets available at survivortix.com. That's next Wednesday, October 26th, survivortix.com for tickets. Then November 9th, joined by the Queen again. We're going to be in Durham, North Carolina, Dirty Bull Brewing. You're very familiar with those guys. That's going to be a fun one. Tickets for that available at survivortix.com. The night before Thanksgiving, I'm going to be in New Jersey at Bolero Snort Brewery. Have a new Jonny Fairplay beer that will be available. It's a top secret surprise of what it is. I know, and holy moly, people are going to get wowed, especially one person. And so that is the night before Thanksgiving, the biggest bar night of the year. 7 miles from Times Square, Bolero Snort Brewery in New Jersey. I'm going to be joined by Mike Turner, the War Dog, Victoria, Billy Garcia, Papa Bear, Eliza Orleans, and more. Get ready. This thing is going to be like, Judd Sargent from Survivor Guatemala. This is this guy's first appearance in 15 years. So for that, go to survivorhomecoming.com. That's survivorhomecoming.com for tickets for that. And then later today, tickets will be available, just announced this very second. I'm going to be at Lenny Boy Brewing in Charlotte, North Carolina on November 30th. Me and the Queen, Sandra Diaz-Twine. I think I have a new best friend. We are really ruining this rivalry, Wayne.
No, now you guys can be on Ride or Dies. You guys.
There we go. Yes,
Survivor USA Ride or Dies.
Survivor Ride or Dies, or Challenge USA Ride or Dies, but not the MTV Challenge. Yes,
you and Sandra would win a Challenge USA Ride or Dies.
I think so. We got connections. We would pregame and we would talk about it as like Michelle and Jay do, as opposed to Nelson, who toes the company line.
I
Oh,
gotta say, I just want to jump in and say, like, that's how we met, was these viewing parties that you do at the Pinball Garage up in Hamilton. And so if anyone's listening to this, like, oh, I kind of live within like 2 hours to maybe I could go or what, go to these parties. They are so much fun. You get so much time with like survivors that I don't even remember, but it's fun to talk to them. And if you love the game and you love this podcast, you got to go. That's how Jonny and I met, was at these parties. So
there you go. Thank you. Thank you. That's how Zach Hacker, who's
yeah.
who was a staple here. He just came to one of the parties, and 1 week later, I'm like, "Hey, you've watched Survivor Australia, right? You want to do a podcast?"
Yeah. Yeah. They're fun. And the people that just come out, you get a lot of the regulars, but then like new folks that come out, and it's really cool to see all these people that just love this game and watch it with all those people.
Yeah, and people love the trivia during the commercials. Holy moly!
Trivia is fun. I have my picture of Ayana up in my kitchen right now.
There you go. It's funny. Like peek behind the curtain. Bryce Isaiah. I'd messaged him and I was just like, hey, can I send you some pictures to sign? And he came to the Survivor Homecoming last year or last season rather, and he's watching watching the live viewing party and seeing the trivia during the commercial breaks, and seeing that, like, people are losing their minds to win these autographed pictures of previous survivors, and
Right.
some people cry. I mean, like, it's a really cool deal.
Yeah.
And after the party, Bryce goes, he goes, can I apologize to you real quick? And I'm just like, yeah, I love apologies.
Uh-huh.
I'm not too good at them, but, but he's just like, he goes, I thought you were selling those pictures on eBay. I was like, no, I
Yeah. Sell on eBay.
yeah, I was like, no, these are and he was just like, I am so. He goes, they love those things. I'm like, I know, that's why I asked you guys to sign them. And he was just like, I'm so sorry. I really thought you were just selling them on eBay.
So funny. That's very funny.
Yes. But yeah, so we have fun doing that. But we're here to talk about episode 5 of Survivor 43.
Yep.
And I gotta mention this because I love it. The episode begins once again, and it has the Survivor 43 logo wooden sign on the shoreline. And every time I see that, I think of Survivor South Africa and how good Survivor really is.
Yep. Like Matt said on the show on Wednesday, he's like, man, I boo-hooed it, but it is a different level of Survivor than what's being played on the American game right now, for sure.
So
Not that I don't love the American game, but
did you finish the last season of Survivor South Africa yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, but you're loving what you've seen?
I love it. I mean, I loved Australia. I've watched a couple seasons of that, and then I'm watching on the link that I have, the most recent one available, and it's like, it's a whole nother level. South Africa is wild, and they're playing for like $30,000 or whatever.
Yeah. So I was rocking my my Phil I Put Out shirt yesterday on the Challenge podcast. So if you'd like that shirt or in any of my shirts, they're all available at JonnyFairplay.com. No H in Johnny. And so get yourself a shirt. With every purchase, you get a phone call. But I will warn you, a lot of the email notifications on t-shirt sales, they go to my spam. So just when you buy one, take a screenshot of your purchase and shoot me a message. I'm at Jonny Fairplay across all my social media, and just let me know, and I'll give you a quick thank you phone call. So, but yeah, JonnyFairplay.com. I got some new shirts in the works, so get ready. But yeah, we have fun with those. So, but yeah, so it's Coco night 9. It's right after Tribal, and they discussed the Lindsay vote out, and what I picked up on a follow-up interview, I think it was with Dalton Ross at EW.com, and Lindsay says that, so we see Lindsay being ridiculously paranoid, and that led to her downfall. But what they didn't show is, so Lindsay's freaking out, right? And so she goes to James, and he talks her off the ledge. Well, she later goes to Carla and was just like, look, I'm worried. Should I be worried? And Carla's like, you're not going to play your shot in the dark tonight, are you? And that was it. That's all. So I think those 4 seconds could have been very valuable in telling Lindsay's boot story.
Yeah. I didn't think Lindsay, I mean, I don't think they edited her to be like freaking out. Like, I must have missed the whole. I knew she was paranoid and stuff, but they didn't show all that stuff.
Yeah. So that if
This
I'm on
episode,
if I'm on the ledge and someone's like, "You're not playing your shot in the dark tonight," I'm jumping off the ledge.
right? Yep, yep, absolutely.
Especially
Yeah,
someone that
like,
you
oh,
think you're
I'm out
tight
of
with.
here.
Yeah. So, but
Right,
but I,
someone that you think's protecting you.
yeah. So, but I think Carla, it, uh, she's thriving in this chaos. Like I think
Mhm.
Carla was sitting there going, "Okay, we could keep winning." And I got a pretty good group here. We'll probably stick together, but it looks as though based on the other two tribes working together last week, it's just like, okay, if they all come after us, there is some fractures in this tribe, with Geo, with Ryan. It's this tribe is not 100. So that being the case,
No,
let me dismantle this and take what I want into the merge.
yep.
So
I think Carl is going to take James and Cassidy into the merge if
yeah,
it all goes according to plan. I mean, and I think she's orchestrating all of that. I think
yeah,
James is under the impression he's orchestrating it all. Cassidy thinks that she's orchestrating her own thing that she knows isn't quite what they're doing, but really it's Carla orchestrating
it's all
all of
Carla.
this whole drama.
Yeah, and
Uh-huh.
just, as I said, thriving in chaos.
Mhm, mhm. I love this is my favorite Survivor moment. It starts out with, my favorite thing that ever happens in Survivor is when there's somebody that thinks they are calling all the shots, and they
Oh,
are calling 0 of the shots. It is
our good friend Geo.
oh, Gio, man. This man is so clueless on how to play this game, man. He just
I
sorry, I like him. I like him. I like him, but he's fallen into what they've all fallen into, and stop telling anyone anything. Do
Yeah.
not, do not. Oh,
Yes. So
miserable.
I'm not a Geo fan. However, I do think Geo is a more fun version of Romeo, so I am for that. But I think this season is a more fun version of the last 3 seasons of Survivor, so there's that
Yeah.
as well. So,
Forgotten Romeo, who just got to a point, just like no screen time, no story, no nothing, and then he's in the final 3.
yeah, that
Yeah,
Romeo. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You remember him too? So I do love we have Cassie saying, doing her best version of Rupert's famous line, "Who voted for me?" And you have Ryan going, "I'm all ears." And if you've seen Ryan's face, he is all
He's
ears.
mostly is. I wrote that down too.
I'm like, the editors are just like, did he really just say, oh, this is
So
staying in
great.
there.
Yeah.
I'm all ears. So yeah, so Geo fesses up it's him. They decide to go for a walk, and he feeds Cassie some Ryan BS line. And she's not buying it. And then Geo follows up. He goes, "Did you vote for me?" She goes, no, Lindsay did. And do you think Lindsay voted for herself? Because one of the few rules that we have in Survivor is you can't vote for yourself.
Can't vote for yourself. It is so funny that he's just like it's not even hard math. It's one vote.
Yeah. Well, I think he was just trying to deflect as much as possible. Like I think he knew, but he was just like, let me just throw this against the wall and see if it sticks. And maybe she forgot who she voted for, and she was just like, no, we all voted for Lindsay. And you are aware. It's like, oh yeah. You're right. so,
Mhm.
so yeah.
I
So
I
it's
think this is where we see Carla really starting to shine a little bit as far as like because Ryan and Gio are said talking about how they're like safe and working. That's all hinging on Carla. Like it's Carla who's keeping all of these people safe and keeping the numbers the way that she wants to take this tribe to the merge or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like James is a little bit in there in Ryan's mind.
Yeah.
But Ryan, it's just like, the episode is called, Stop with All the Niceness. And, so he later says, but it's I think he's like, I don't need to talk to you, James, because I've got this deal with Carla that I'm fine. So it's just like, yeah, I know you're good because you don't have an option. You're calling no shots,
Mhm.
and it's really me calling the shots, and it's only because I have Carla under my thumb, and it's just like, oh, you are misreading everything in the room.
Everything.
But that makes for good TV. I
Right.
love that grandiose self psychology of it's just like they're just here to give me the million.
Right.
That's
Right.
the only they were cast. They were just like, hey, if we cast Ryan, can you give him a yes? And
Yeah.
that's what they see in their head.
Yep. Yeah, I know. And it's just, I don't know. I wish the episode lived up to its name and there was ending with some of the niceness.
Oh.
It's,
Well, that and Survivor as a whole, yeah, sure.
yeah.
But that's why we watch International Survivor. So, and if
Yeah.
you'd like to watch some International Survivor, go to realitypatron.com. That's realitypatron.com. And speaking of that, if you like the challenge, we're covering the challenge Australia over at realitypatron.com starting in November. So go ahead and become a patron now so you get used to how everything works. You get added to the secret Facebook group, and we have a weekly Q&A that's Matt Bischoff's favorite podcast of the week, and a lot of times it's mine as well.
Yep.
And yeah.
That's so fun.
So it's now day 10, and Ellie and Janine are looking for an idol, and they find the Beware Advantage. Janine finds the Beware Advantage covered in ants, and I think this is the second time this season that I'm actually reminded of Janine's name. So that's nice.
Yeah. I was glad for the reminder because I always forgot who that was.
Yeah.
When we did the premiere, I know I was calling her the wrong name the whole time. I don't know what I called her, but it definitely wasn't Janine.
No. And it's so funny because like Janine finds the idol, but we get more confessionals from Ellie talking about it. And I'm just like, show the girl that found it so I can put her name in my notes.
Right.
And I'm literally waiting like 5 minutes for this information.
And it's just Ellie talking about something that Janine did.
Yes. So, and I'm okay with that. Ellie's a good narrator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ellie's good. Yeah, that ant hole. I don't know. I probably wouldn't have.
I've stuck my hand in worse holes, I assure you.
If you don't want your hole to look like that, you can use promo code Survivor at manscaped.com, right? Isn't that?
That's true. That's very true. I imagine it will clear out the ants.
Yeah.
So once again, the Beware Advantage is the exact same. You have to get beads, and Janine and Ellie are pretty excited because they have to figure out who in the tribe they're going to tell. We all know it will not be Gabler, of course. And but you know what? Let's definitely not tell Owen. Mm-hmm. Hey, Owen.
Hey, Owen. Hi. How do you not look around? Why would you go meet at the water well to open up this advantage? Like, you sneak off somewhere else, not the only other place on your island where someone else might just stumble upon you or whatever. I made a note. I wish that these, like thinking futures ahead, like they had to change it from the last two because like they can't do the phrases because everybody knows, so you got to do something else. I wish they did 3 different things. I wish each tribe had it wasn't beads for this one. It was like they each had to do different things so that as they're planning the next couple of seasons, like no one knows what's coming or what anything means.
My only issue with that is we spent so much time on season 41 explaining the Beware Advantage like ad nauseum, and we're getting zero strategy, zero camp life. No. Like all we're getting is Beware Advantage explanations.
Mm-hmm.
So that being the case, I like the 3 being the same, so we don't have to hear ad nauseum what the next rules are for that Beware Advantage.
Yeah, that makes sense. If
it was a 90-minute episode, I'm cool with 3. But if it's if it's 45 minutes, I don't want to waste another single second on a stupid Beware Advantage explanation.
That's the other thing. I hate the Beware Advantage, especially for this 3 tribes, because you should not take it. Like when there's 4 people and you don't have your vote, and also they're getting close where they're talking about merge. Is it going to merge it 2 tribes? Or are they going to go into 1? Like, how's it going to go? You merge into a tribe and you don't have your vote. Yeah. I mean, you're gone. You're not gonna make it.
Yeah. If I see a Beware Advantage, I'm placing it right back where it was. And I'm going to the person that I like least and convincing them to open it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell whoever I need to tell to not assist in them achieving it and then just voting them out.
What you do? You find the person that's got a survivor checklist and then get them to open it.
Oh, the survivor check. It's for Ryan's resume, and you'll be hold on. What is he? What idiocy does he say here? We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Do not get me started on survivor checklist. If you are about to be on a future season of Survivor and you have a checklist, just know that I hate you and I will say mean things about you on this podcast.
And your checklist will end with getting blindsided 100% of the time.
Oh yeah. So put that on your checklist.
Yeah,
get blindsided. So you will achieve that goal. So do not have win Survivor on your checklist.
No, you can't. Nope.
So yeah. What are you thinking of Owen?
I think that I don't know. I don't really have a strong opinion on Owen. I like the way he's playing the game. He's kind of like just kind of always there, but he's a nice enough guy and he's easy enough to talk to. And he's not, and I think he's being helped by being on a tribe with Gabler. Because if Gabler wasn't on the tribe, I feel like Owen would be the Gabler of the tribe.
Yes, he would.
So I think Owen's luck is that he is with Gabler, and Owen probably should not take out Gabler because Gabler's the shield that keeps him in. But
I am so ready for this Gabler Ellie showdown that I don't think we're gonna get.
No, we're not. They're gonna merge and be on separate tribes, and Gabler will be first out. I don't think he's got much life left in the game because I don't think he's really playing anything.
Gabler. So yeah, if anyone could screw up not being able to get voted out, it's Gabler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Somehow, some way, he can screw this up.
He kind of does what King George does, but the opposite.
Oh yeah. Yes. Do you follow King George on social media?
I believe so.
Yeah, he looks very skinny.
He is very skinny, like he's been somewhere for a very long time.
For a very long time, and not somewhere with a buffet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I peek behind the curtain. Finale week in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
Expect to see me and King George together. So, that's all I can say right now. It's not announced, but get ready. There's something
Talk about a photo that you need to get a bunch signed of.
Oh my God.
King George photo. Come on.
Jeez. Legend 1, Legend 2. I'm 2 because I'm the shit.
Right.
So,
King George. That's all right.
Yeah.
Back to this one, right?
Yeah. So
I think Owen's getting helped along by the kind of weakness of his tribe.
Yeah. I want to like Owen. I don't dislike him, but I do not like him as much as I was hoping to.
No, I think he's I just think he's playing like a pretty coasty, safe game, but he's not doing it great.
Yeah.
He's trying to.
And I don't care for either one of those things.
If you want to know the game that he's trying to play, but doing it well, look at Carla's game. That's kind of.
Yeah, but he's not doing that.
No. But he might think he is.
I don't even think he thinks he is.
Yeah.
I don't know. He is not the guy that he seems like. I think I'm going to like him in real life.
Right.
And I'm sure he's a very nice but like I'm not watching television for nice.
No. No, me neither. And I don't think outside of Ellie that I think the rest of this tribe is just numbers after the merge. They're just going to help whoever's going to win.
Yeah.
Get to the win, Yeah.
So I don't know. Fake riffraff Sammy might have something in him, but but he might just be there for Chuck E. Cheese money. We'll see.
Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, dude.
So everyone now knows about this immunity idol bracelet, except for Gabler, and so everyone gives the beads. Gabler, of course, offers the wrong beads because that's so on brand for Gabler. But of course, he eventually gives the correct bead. And so Sammy wants to firm up this alliance with Gabler, which I don't feel is necessary anyway. And he
No.
goes, when you gave her that bead, you gave her an idol. And he goes, we just gave her a fake idol.
Yeah.
Just like, no, you gave her it really took some time for Gabler to process this.
He was like, she got me. I'll say that. She got me. It's like, I bet you say that a lot, Gabler. I bet a
Oh
lot.
yeah, that's a recurring statement in this guy's life.
Um,
This guy is cash apping some money to people before he meets them, if you know what I'm saying.
Here's what I'll ask as someone that's played Survivor, someone that, as a mid-casual, more than casual person that watches it and getting into it more and more. Here's what I'll ask. I know enough about Survivor that if I went on there and I had some shit on my bag and someone starts asking me for that shit on my bag, there's no fucking chance they're getting that shit on my bag.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand how these new players aren't like, oh, why would you ask for, or is camp life so humdrum that people are just talking about so many different things that you could get caught up and be like, yeah, okay, whatever, I don't care.
Plenty of people could get caught. I couldn't get caught up.
Right.
I mean, like if I see someone do it like I got one of two answers for you. Either it's just like no, I'm saving that for my kid. Their favorite colors are yellow and green. So I saved this one in particular. Or no, I'm selling all this shit on eBay, and that's one less thing I can sell. Sorry.
Right. Well, I mean, even last season when they introduced the phrases, it's like, man, if someone's coming up here talking about butterfly wings and stuff, I'm like, what is going on? Like, so that is a thing. Like, you just.
Well, they did. It did work out in which the people that said it were the most aloof people.
Right.
So if a normal person had gotten those advantages,
that's true.
You would have been like, okay, this like I don't think I can get away with saying it.
Dude, Janine got Gabler. She traded beads that he had given her for the bead that she needed for the immunity idol.
Yes.
Like
okay.
He's like, oh yeah.
Can we agree that Gabler's not good at the game? What do you think the Vegas odds are of Gabler winning season 43?
Oh, dude, I'm not an odds person, but no chance. Zero.
Yeah, like 2 million to 1.
Right. I mean, it's almost worth putting $1 down on him to win.
I'm not risking my dollar.
No. I mean, here's the deal. He won't. Even if he did luck his way into final 3, he wouldn't be able to handle.
Oh, that final jury speech is just him falling apart at the seams.
He's going to transition to GOAT in the next 3 episodes if he sticks around.
I think he transitions. I think this dude just implodes upon himself. Like, yeah. I think he goes out and just dumpster fire flames.
Yeah. Oh, so blaze of glory. See, I think if Ellie goes out, I think she's going out in a blaze of glory.
I think she's gonna be so stunned that we don't get it.
Okay.
I think she's that confident in herself.
Yeah.
So, and good on her. I love confidence. Not the wrong confidence, but she's a good player with confidence versus Ryan and Gio, who are not good players with bravado.
Yep.
So it's time for the immunity challenge, and it's 4 tribe members tied together. You have to go through sticks, then over and under something. We haven't seen that. Oh yes, that's every challenge. And then you take a bucket over a teeter-totter, and then you roll balls for immunity. It's almost skee ball like, but not quite as good. And you're playing for tarps, in which Jeff explains this might be the best reward ever. It is the best reward ever. Tarps is what you want. However, I will say this: Fiji doesn't look like we get a ton of rain.
No.
So, and he was like, "Well, you can also use it for shade." I'm just like, no one cares about shade.
No.
Just stop. You can go under a tree.
Well, and they brought it up on the show on the week or on Wednesday about how it's a little late to be getting, you should have given tarps first, if it is a rain place, Matt said not being dry is the worst thing in Survivor, but I don't think we've even seen any rain yet.
I don't think so. So yeah, no, Fiji, everyone complains. They're just oh, they're, it's the same location every time, blah, blah. look, man, number one, Fiji Air's paying for the flights. Number
Right.
two, they're getting tax breaks out the wazoo.
Right.
Number three, when it's pouring down rain, they ain't filming.
Yeah, there's
So
nothing going on. They just
we had two tropical storms that later became hurricanes that came through Pearl Islands.
yeah.
They film us. Back then they filmed us 24/7.
Mhm.
Those storms came, they go, nobody die, and they left.
Yep.
And I'm just like, whoa, what?
What? Uh-huh.
So they ain't showing it. They ain't filming it. So much less not showing it.
It doesn't really make the show any better if it rains a lot. You know, like that
No.
does they don't want that. Yeah, maybe one storm where it has one rough night or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
But you don't want to have just a whole rain season. It's not good
No,
production.
no. As I said, because they're not filming, so there's nothing. So you can't have a conversation about the person you hate if you're all under the shelter together,
Right.
because they're right there.
Right. Right.
Like,
You
I mean,
just-
like when those tropical storms came through, I'm just like, I am with some individuals that I will hate more than anyone in my entire life.
Mhm.
And there's nothing I can say because they're right there.
Yep.
That's not good TV.
I've been playing a game with myself since the
I play a game myself every day. I'm undefeated.
But I've been looking at these challenges and what they would be if they were on Australian Survivor. So I took notes. So if this was transitioned to Australian Survivor, the bucket that they're carrying would have a hole in it.
Yes.
Your totter is a balance beam, not a big net that's very easy to navigate. And the bucket you have to fill also has a hole in it. Everything has holes in it.
Yes.
And there's no ledges on the platform to stop the balls. You have to actually like backspin it up and get it to land on.
Oh, sure.
And everybody on the team has to do it too. So
oh yeah. So that you have a real scapegoat.
Yep. Yeah. So you can actually have like right. Oh God. Okay.
And you can tackle someone for their balls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the other ones that aren't rolling balls are fighting with sticks the whole time too. The sticks they have to pull those sticks out and fight each other with those sticks.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Jeff shouted out the Survivor art department. I think that might be the first time I've heard that.
Oh, I missed it.
He said the sticks are exactly the same. Shout out to the Survivor art department or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So no, I zone out during challenges. I mean, like before, I've said it before. I'll say it now. Before I started doing a podcast, and I would watch Survivor, and you know, a lot of times, like, you know, I wouldn't watch live. I'd watch like, you know, like when I got home from the bar, or like, you know, the next day or whatever. I would fast forward through every single challenge and only stop if I saw someone hit their nuts on something. Did not care.
Yeah, I mean, I think the challenges are less cool now. I like that it's not a puzzle on this one.
Hey.
I like it before. It feels like they don't do it as much. I liked it when they hid advantages in the challenges and stuff.
Yeah.
I like that they don't do that anymore. I mean, put in those sticks, like you know, or whatever. Like, I just liked when there was more game around the game, not just like go out and do these challenges for tarps.
Oh, you missed the game within the game? Is that what you said?
I do miss the game within the game. Like always be looking for stuff, whatever.
No. The stupid thing for kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you do not miss that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I just wanted to improperly quote you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
What I did take away from this challenge though is Noelle is a beast.
Yeah.
Like watching her do this is like impressive. Now I wonder if she makes it to merge, and then I want to know how she's going to do the put your feet on this small ledge challenge for 3 hours.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because after the obstacle course challenges, it's always like or do they adjust them so that no one has to put their feet on it? I mean, you know the one.
I think it's going to be the hold the bucket with your arm.
But like the pyramid in the ocean, like they can't. I mean, she can't probably do that challenge. You know, where they had the floating pyramid. I know. I mean, she could, but if she gets some immunities and makes it through, that's going to be the most impressive thing. That's what I took away from this whole thing is Noelle is a beast.
Yeah. I once again, I love Noelle that was cast because she has one leg, and she was like, Yeah, you might have brought me here for that, and she's like, "But that ain't why I'm here. I'm
No,
here in spite of that, and I'm be and go screw yourself.
yeah,
Like,
I'm a
this
beast.
this ain't my set. Like, you got all these sad stories, mine ain't one of them."
No, no, I'm a
So,
powerful story. That's what I do like Noel's character about, and I hate that Vesey keeps winning because I want more time with Vesey because I like
I
both.
know.
But
That's
that
all right.
means,
We're gonna thin the herd soon enough.
yeah, and that means we'll get them post merge a lot. Hopefully, I hope this four. I mean, if this four can keep winning enough to stick together, I think they got a pretty strong four.
Yeah, there's not a week I like all 4 of them. Because it's not like I'm sitting there going
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
like. I'll be bummed.
yeah. I don't like Cody, but I don't want Cody off my TV.
No, yeah, exactly. Like Cody's not someone I'm hanging out with, but I definitely like watching Cody. I
Cody
definitely like
might
that
be the
Cody and
most
Jesse are on.
Cody might be the most fun outside the game, but I've just met that person so many times and I loathe them. Like, it's just like
Yeah.
they're so much fun. I'm just like, yeah, maybe they're too much fun.
Hmm.
I like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
fun, but like I like there's a cap on my fun.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
whereas Cody he's limitless fun. I'm just like, yeah, that's too much.
He doesn't know how to turn it off.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just see headaches. Like, oh, I'm not looking forward to
I
meeting
know.
Cody.
Ryan tries to convince us that he's not young by saying he doesn't spend enough time at a Chuck E. Cheese. It's like, or not Ryan, Sammy.
Sammy, fake riffraff,
Yeah, fake riffraff.
low budget riffraff.
Dude, he works at a Chuck E. Cheese. He is Chuck E. Cheese.
When's the last time you've been to a Chuck E. Cheese?
I have not. I'll never introduce my daughter to a Chuck E. Cheese. I will.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
see,
No.
you're wrong there. So back in the day, I used to take Piper to Chuck E. Cheese, and Chuck E. Cheese offers jalapenos on pizza, which is rare for a kid's place,
Right.
and a pitcher of beer.
I do like the pitcher of beer. I like that you had me at pitcher of beer. No, we'll go to like Dave and Buster's and we'll go to
Yeah. But I didn't. I mean, like we didn't have Dave and Buster's when I was a kid, so it was either you go to like Putt Putt where there's
right,
sodas and freezy pops,
right,
or Chuck E. Cheese.
right. I
Yeah.
do. Yeah. I mean, I remember going to Chuck E. Cheese when I was a kid. It was always fun. I'm a
Yeah.
Papa Shot guy. I could play Papa Shot for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. So and they have the ticket grab thing, and
Oh yeah. Oh, the
yeah.
wind. Oh, I do remember that. That's very.
Yeah. So we had Showbiz Pizza here when I was in Lynchburg. It was an hour away, and my grandmother had an old limousine. And so every year for my birthday, I got to take like 4 of my friends in the back of this old limousine, and she had a guy drive us,
That's
and they had all these airplane bottles in the back, and we're just like we were like 14, just pounding airplane bottles on the way to Showbiz Pizza.
love grandma. You know,
it was the dead grandma.
do you know what the it is? Oh
Yeah,
do you know what the E stands for? In Chuck E. Cheese?
I did it one time. I don't anymore.
Entertainment.
That was good. That was going to be my guess.
Charles Entertainment Cheese is
Yep, yep. I should have just guessed. So yeah. So Coco plows through this thing first, and so it ends up being Ryan versus Dwight versus Sammy. Vesey wins, thanks to Dwight. Baca is second because Ryan knocks all of his balls off, and this is when we have Sammy with the Chuck E. Cheese reference. And Vesey, as a result of winning, they get to choose who goes on the journey. Go screw yourself, the journey, and they choose Gio, Janine, and Jesse volunteers. And we're reminded that Coco still has no Flint. And Chanel from season 42, she was on RHAP a week or two ago.
Okay.
And she said that they went without fire after day 2. She said in the 26 day format, you do not need fire on Survivor.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's not really a punishment. So then just give them the
They're just like, it is what it is.
Yeah. I think the journey, I hate the journeys because again, it's always the same. So like, okay, we keep seeing this like same like risk, don't risk, and there's no real strategy, and it's all luck on who you get paired with, like Noel got really lucky because and then but what I would like about it is there shouldn't be any reveal papers that you take back with you. It should all be dealt there so that people can go back to their tribe and say whatever they want. There's no pressure to
I
show me
agree.
your reveal paper.
Yeah.
But also, if those people that are going back should just say, I'm not dumb. I didn't risk my vote. There's 4 of us. Even if you did risk your vote, you just say, I didn't risk my vote.
That's the answer.
That's it. I didn't risk my vote. And then guess when they figure it out? When there's no vote at tribal. But if they know that you don't have a vote, it changes.
Did I say I didn't? I meant I risked it. I always get confused when I say I didn't risk when I always risk.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like Survivor is not a game where you're really penalized for lying unless there's other reasons for them to also hate you. But like when you get to a point, you know, when they're all playing final 4 games together. So it's like you can lie, do whatever you need to do to get to the next.
I hate it. So I say number 1, get rid of it. But if you're not going to get rid of it, just reveal there and let's see some lying.
How
and
long
if you don't lie, but you should fall victim for not lying.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And they will. All of these, I mean, Gio's the first, all of these people, it just whatever. I just think it's funny that they're in a boat going to a platform with another boat and past the place they're going to go and have to take this little ring.
Oh, that made me happy. So
but why is the journey supposed to be torturous? Are you supposed to, I mean, like, I don't understand the point of the journey. Like, is it supposed to be difficult or just get them away from the tribe for a little bit? Or,
well, as long as the journey is not there for someone to tell their sad story to someone else, I'm for it all day long.
Right. I just want to know what the production goal of this journey is supposed to be. Like, because there's not a lot of strategy. Like, I don't know.
Well, Gio had plenty of strategy, but we'll get to it.
All right.
So we're going into commercial. It is revealed by Ryan that he threw the challenge to vote out Cassidy because he's got the numbers.
Oh, they are really not good at this game. I just wrote down Ryan and Gio are very dumb. I don't think they've ever watched. I don't know how.
But you know what's not dumb? Shaving your balls.
Nope.
Support for Reality After Show is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package, the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Join over 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. That's right, 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code SURVIVOR at manscaped.com. If my math's correct, that's about 12 million balls.
The Performance Package 4.0 has arrived, and oh man, is it a game changer. Inside this package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker, ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies.
First off, the Lawnmower 4.0, this trimmer is the future of grooming, and dare I say, the greatest ball trimmer ever.
Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to help reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof and has a 4000K LED spotlight that you need for a more precise shave.
Now, I have a dark shower curtain in my bathroom, and I've been looking for the perfect way to shave in the dark, kinda. Guess what? I found it. 4000K LED. No longer a problem. I got perfectly smooth, clean balls thanks to the Lawnmower 4.0.
It's time to take care of yourself, so go to manscaped.com and get 20% off and free shipping with the code SURVIVOR. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code SURVIVOR. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
Thanks for sticking with us through the ad break. And don't forget, for more exclusive Reality After Show coverage, visit realitypatron.com. That's reality, Patron.com.
All right, and we are back. So, yes, James asked Ryan, what name do we tell Cassidy? And Ryan has this amazing plan. Say me. I'm the reason we lost, and I'm going to fall on the sword. That's my strategy. And we've only seen this strategy one other time, and with just as much success. And this was Zane Knight when he used the Jedi mind trick to tell everyone to vote him out, and they did.
And they did. Again, this is where you start to see like, oh, he thinks he's building a Survivor resume, but I don't think you really are building resumes pre-merge. I think you're just making it to the merge, and then you might worry about trying to win after the merge. But you can't be like, oh, I'm going to act. No one cares in 15 days that you like acted like whatever to vote Cassidy out or whatever.
Yeah, he explains he's working on his resume, and he goes, and hopefully it follows me outside the game. I'm like, yeah, I hope it follows you as well.
So, outside the game next week when your tribe loses, when they throw the challenge to get you out.
Yeah. So, but I will say this on Zane's behalf. So I got the real story on what happened there. So Zane gets out there, and he thinks he's playing a game for $1 million, and Russ Swan was a returning player. And so Zane's having a rough go of it because he's a smoker, and he really wants a cigarette. And so Zane's just like, man, he goes, this is going to be tough. He goes, that's a lot, 39 days for, to get some money. And Russ goes, well, you get money just for showing up. And he goes, what do you mean? He goes, well, you get 10,000 for the finale. And if you're first out, you get, 2,500. Next out, you get 5,000. So he's like, so let me get this straight. He goes, if I leave right now, I get $12,500. And he's like, yeah, he goes, I'm good. $12,500. That's more than I'm making this year. Peace.
Get me out of here. That's a lot of smokes.
That's a lot of Newports and Wu-Tang t-shirts. Bootleg Wu-Tang t-shirts, of course.
Yeah, not real ones.
So they're cheaper. Yeah. You get more of them.
Uh-huh.
So, Wu-Tang doesn't get $1.
Nope.
So
they don't need it.
Yeah. Zane did get he got 3 dots tattooed on his eye because that's the same freckle birthmark that Ice Cube has.
Really?
Yes, except his are blue because it's blue ink.
Smart.
Yep. I don't know if that's the word I would have chose, but it's it's a choice. Choice, I think, is the word you were looking for. Yes. So yes. So it's at this point where Ryan is telling James, stop with all the niceness. And I'm just like, oh, you poor dumb bastard. So it's now time for the journey. The boat passes the island to a rinky-dink boat. And it's a little boat with big waves. And if you'd like to make your little boat bigger, try Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com, use promo code Survivor. So it helps.
Mm-hmm.
So
let that tree trunk shine.
Yes. Gio knows he's safe, but he is lying, and he is not. So he's wrong. I do love when the boat lands, he falls out of the boat horrifically.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yes.
So they go up to do their risk for each player.
Yeah. Well, I like Janine. Janine doesn't necessarily believe Gio, which is nice. So that means his lying skills are to others are just as bad to us, the viewer at home.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Jesse should have risked.
Yeah, I felt like he was in a good spot and didn't need to. So, but I mean, I understand where he's coming. He's just like, look, I'm in a good spot. I can risk and use this for my alliance of 4.
Yeah, I mean, I do see that where you risk it and try and get an advantage for when you do merge and hope you're together or whatever. But
and that also when he gets back, it also shows his standing in the game. He's like, hey, I risked, I didn't get it, and they're just like, you good? And I'm because a lot of people might say that, not mean it, and I felt like they meant it.
Yeah, but here's my worry. Because we don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to merge to 2 tribes then to 1? Or are they going straight to 1? Because if they merge,
I think straight to 1.
You think it's going straight to 1?
Straight to 1, yeah.
Okay, all right. Because I mean, that's where you could get screwed if it goes to 2.
Yeah.
And now you're without your 3. You're by yourself, and you have no vote to protect yourself.
Well, 2 tribes are always better than 3, and it's fun, the 2 tribe dynamic. So therefore, we're not getting it in modern day Survivor in the U.S.
Yep. Okay. It's fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, remember the food auction? Those are great.
Oh man. Yeah.
They don't do that either.
Nope.
Yes.
I know.
So all three risk. Gio's like, all that lying for no reason. That's true, Gio. It was all that lying for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Except he still wins.
Yes. Yes. So Jesse tells the tribe they're cool, loses vote. Swing and a miss. You are correct, Jesse. Still in a good spot. Janine gets back, and of course, everyone's sleeping because they're a lazy tribe. And so she decides to read her vote first and finds out she loses vote, comes back. Decent acting on Janine's part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty good job.
Yeah. So
again, I still don't think she should have even had to, unless they get a paper that says, you didn't risk your vote, you get to keep your vote. That, like, if everyone's coming back with a piece of paper no matter what, like, you should just come back and say, I didn't risk it, I got my vote.
Yeah,
done. Like, I don't understand what this whole, why she feels like she has to reveal anything. Just
because everyone has to reveal now.
Right, but you don't have to. You could.
I know you shouldn't. I wouldn't.
You are revealing. I didn't lose my vote. I'm lying, but I didn't lose my.
Yeah. So no, never would I. So it's just like no, I just So whatever. These kids today. So and of course Gio comes back and lies about everything, but then decides to tell Carla, the only person that could benefit from this information.
I mean, this episode is just a what things not to do that Gio did. I mean, there's one he's just not. Yeah.
So Sandra very happy Gio voted out.
Huh?
Sandra was very happy. Oh, she's like, so because I think Figgy was a little sad and she liked Gio, and Sandra goes, yeah, I did not.
No, he's just not good at the game. He just doesn't.
Yeah, it's painful to a great player to see someone play so horrifically.
And to be like, oh, you did a good job of lying. Great job. You came back and you lied. But you can't, you're a tribe of 5 people. You can't tell one. You tell one, everyone's going to know. There's no, I mean.
So, but if you're going to tell one, like you're rolling the dice of telling the wrong person, and he 100% told the wrong person. So,
I mean, if he was going to tell anybody, it was Ryan. Ryan's the only person on the tribe that he should have told anything to.
Yeah, that's what I like, because we haven't seen this amazing chemistry with Carla and Gio, but I feel like Gio, like I think Carla is doing a much better job of playing the mother hen than we're being shown, because we only have 45 minutes and we have to do the same challenge every week.
And we have to climb through some sticks and go over a teeter-totter and then throw some balls.
Yes. So there we go. So, so he tells Carla it is the knowledge is power advantage, and he's going to be using it later in the game. Not now, but later in the game. And yes. So Carla immediately says, we're switching the vote to Gio, and Cassidy is getting paranoid by this. And thank goodness that Carla hopefully did not ask Cass if she's playing her shot in the dark later.
Right.
So it's time for tribal, and Ryan explains to everyone that he's falling on a sword because he's building up that impressive resume for everyone. And it's here where Gio explains to the viewers, if you guys are not aware of how it goes down, and how we lost Dr. Death on season 41. When you're gone for this journey, you come back and you literally have minutes to for a quick discussion, and then you're out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and with the very few minutes, precious minutes that Gio has, he uses it to reveal that he has this advantage to get voted out. Like he has time for one quick conversation, and that quick conversation is, hey, here's what's going on. And they're like, perfect, we're voting you out instead of Ryan.
Right.
So Ryan says, look, it's probably going to be me, but that's okay. Just the experience of Survivor is enough for me. It was my fault. And if you could just say what you like most about me on your vote. And it would have been very difficult for me not to change my vote to Ryan and just say you're all ears.
Yeah.
And draw 2 big ears on each side of his name.
I was going to say Ryan with 2 big ears on it.
Yeah. So, He is Dumbo in so many facets of the word.
I like Steph being like, hey, so you want them to like put a little smiley face or something on your, what do you want?
Yeah. So, and Gio does get the smiley face.
Yep.
Yeah, which was nice. Glad everyone's paying attention to what Jeff is saying. So it's time to vote, and Cassie says, "You think you can play me, but I'm the one that put the blanks in your gun, and I have the real bullets." And I'm just like, shots fired, Cassie, with a good vote out.
Yeah. No, I still give more credit to this vote out to Carla than Cassidy.
Oh yeah.
This is Carla's game. They're all living in it.
Yeah. So, but Cassie's not aware of that. But as I said, the vote out confessional is great. Like that's a memorable vote out line.
Especially if she wins or if she gets to the final 3. Like that's, we might see this move in a different light with more information that comes or whatever.
Yeah. Whereas someone like me, like I'm just using wrestler catchphrases to vote people out.
The whole time.
Yeah, the entire time. Truth be told, it was just a drinking game for my friends.
Yeah.
Every time I did a wrestler reference on the show, you had to drink.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of them. So I love just randomly they just show me saying I just voted Ric Flair off the island. They just randomly show me saying that. No context whatsoever. Just me saying, I just voted Ric Flair off the island. Woo!
That's so funny.
So that one's a shot if you're playing at home.
Yeah.
Yes. So 2 votes Cassidy, 2 votes Gio. Time for the final vote. It's Gio. That's 3. That's enough. Bring me your torch. And Gio is gone, and I'm cool with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially because he should have looked surprised after the second Gio vote, not the third one, because he was rolling into that thinking that they were rolling 4 deep. Like, he thinks that his numbers are Ryan, James, and Carla against Cassidy, but he's so bad at it, he wasn't amazed until he should have been packing his stuff when they said Gio the second time, not the third time. So.
Yeah. So next time on Survivor, it's the merge potentially. And but there is a final twist.
Isn't one of those weird merges where you're not merged, but you are merged?
I don't think we're gonna do that again.
I hope not,
because that was such a flop the first go round.
Yeah,
but there is we are gonna have. I think that whatever this is the replacement for the hourglass, and no matter what it is, it cannot be worse than the hourglass.
No, the hourglass.
So I'm already for it. Like it might be so dumb, it's ridiculous. Don't care. It's still not the hourglass.
Yeah.
So because the hourglass made no sense. Like it's just like we went back in time, we changed it. I'm just like, okay, well, cool. Well, the people that got the merge feast, make them throw up because they don't get the merge feast. So everyone needs to sit there and put their finger down their throat.
So if we're going into the merge, we've got 2 teams of 4, 1 team of 5. Right?
Yes. What you call it? Baca has 5.
Baca has 5.
But that they're in such disarray that's not like it's not like they have the numbers.
No, Vessi and Coco come together and start voting them off or whatever. And
no, I think Vessi and Coco come together and Gabler screws all of that up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so no, that's not. So I think Ryan and Gabler are dead men walking.
Yeah. I had Gabler, Ryan, and if there isn't a merge and if Vessi loses, I think that Jesse's the one that goes. I just have this feeling that vote's going to bite him in the butt if they aren't merging. If they are merging, then he's fine. He's good.
I think it's a merge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say, I
feel Cody's would be of that 4. I think Cody's more on the outs.
Really? That's true.
Yeah. So because once it gets to individual immunity, even though all the challenges are either balance, which is handicapped more for a woman to win, or it's carnival games in which it's a crapshoot, they are 9 times out of 10 not set up for an alpha male to win.
Right.
But throughout the history of Survivor, there's this perception that it is. So I think that puts your targets as Ryan and Cody and Sammy and then Gabler, even though Gabler is weaker than any person there.
Yeah, Dwight looks pretty strong too, and
Yeah.
so
But I feel Dwight's camouflaged in his strength.
yeah.
There's just a niceness to Ryan or to Dwight that you don't think like even though like he's kind of single-handedly responsible for 3 challenge wins.
Right.
I don't think people are seeing that.
Okay. That's good on him. I mean,
Yeah.
good on him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say I will if they do merge into one tribe and there's no shenaniganry, like not a very minimal shenaniganry it's just a true merge and it's individual now and way to go. I'll be okay with the 3 tribe format because they're still giving us, 14 people in a tribe, which is good, or 12,
Yeah, I want like
13.
that's why Australian Survivor is a better show as a whole, because you have so many tribal councils with 12
Right.
around 12 people or or what, and like that's when the votes are 3 2 2 1 2, whatever, like that's fun versus I have zero desire to see a 4-person tribal council ever.
No, it's fun to watch them like King George work out how all the vote splits. Like it just adds another element of gameplay to it when you can try and figure out we need these 2 to vote here, and then also it removes another element of Survivor, which is the drag along, the goat, the person that sits right in the middle. They're not bad or annoying at stuff, but they're not great, and they just kind of sit there. And then all of a sudden, they're one of 6 people left.
Yeah.
So
I mean, because when we're talking the final stretch of the game, when you're down to 4 or 5, those tribal councils suck.
No, yeah.
So the fun of the episode is the first 3/4 of the episode figuring out who's safe. It's not the last 15 minutes of the episode where it's just like, I don't care.
Right. It flips where you want to watch the challenge because you need to know who has immunity.
Yeah. So, but Jeff asking pointless questions for 15 minutes, I'm just like, just vote.
Yeah.
Point.
Yep.
Yeah. So Gio's final words are, wow, you can't trust anyone around here. You're right.
Nope. It's Survivor.
Especially
cannot trust anyone around
especially the one person you chose to use your 4 minutes to talk to.
And it's like that why wouldn't you go talk to Ryan?
Yeah.
That's his number 1 in the game. Why would you not?
Number 1. And he goes to Carla.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Gio, thank you for being the much better version of Romeo. We do appreciate that, but someone need to go, Gio. So, and I mean, and of my options of Cassie or Gio, I am.
Cassie needs to stay around.
Yeah, Cassie. And this broke the streak. I don't know if you're aware. First 4 episodes, women voted out every time.
Yeah, I knew that, and they mentioned. I heard it on Wednesday, and they mentioned that, and it was like, but it also it never felt like they were like, we got to get the woman out. No.
I felt in almost every situation that person put themselves in that spot. So, and a guy could have chosen the same actions that person did, and they're gone. And so I do not think it was like, and I, kind of applaud myself, pat myself on the back that I didn't notice that it was 4 women because I just saw them as human beings. I'm like, that person screwed up their game by doing this.
Yes.
They should have gone. If I'm there, that person goes based on their actions, and the streak continued Wednesday night with Gio digging his own grave, telling the one person that he shouldn't what he said.
I mean, is that going to be the theme of this season where everyone overshares so much and dig their own graves? And so the people that are watching this now that'll be on in season 45 and 46, it goes back the opposite way and no one says anything to anyone.
Well, 45, if everything goes the way it appears to be going, will be a returning season. They're smart enough not to do that crap anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
That's true. You're right. 45 does make sense for a returning season.
Yeah, and if I'm there, folks, and you see me grab the Beware Advantage, do not scream at the TV when I place it right back where it was.
Man, I hope I get to do the recap of you while you're on Survivor. That'd be fun.
Oh, well, that necessitates so many phone calls for that to happen. So yes. So as a quick reminder, go to survivortix.com, survivortix.com. Next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, October 26th, I'm going to be at Grand 10 Distilling in Boston. Ton of people there. November 9th, Dirty Bull Brewing in Durham, North Carolina. And then November 30th, tickets on sale later today for that. That's going to be at Lenny Boy Brewing in Charlotte, North Carolina. Tickets for all those available at survivortix.com. And then the night before Thanksgiving, the biggest bar night of the year, it's Survivor Homecoming. So many people, too many to name. And go for tickets to that, go to survivorhomecoming.com. Whew, Wayne, thank you.
Of course. Thank you, man.
So, and I guess I'll be seeing you again next Friday. So because I'm on the road, that means we'll be doing this.
We'll do it this next Friday. Sounds great, man.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Become a patron. Yeah, thank you. Get your tickets. I'll see you live. Woo!
Go see Johnny.
And for more bonus content, go to realitypatron.com. That's right, become a patron now. Get additional coverage of all your favorite shows, the weekly Q&A, and you become a member of the secret, exclusive Facebook group. That's realitypatron.com.